Before empires, before kings were remembered, one city rose from the mud and changed humanity forever. The river fed its fields, its people, and something greater, a dream no village had ever imagined. Uruk became more than a settlement. It became the first great experiment in living together.
The great and Merkar, Uruk will rise!
Here, thousands of hands shaped mud into monuments, and monuments into power. At Uruk's heart stood the gods, and above all, the powerful goddess Inyana. But a city this vast needed more than walls. It needed memory. To control abundance, Uruk began pressing its memories into clay. Then the marks became symbols, and human voices learned how to survive time. A simple cylinder carried a name, a promise, and the identity of its owner. This is our seal. From Uruk, trade, power, and ideas spread outward, changing the world far beyond its walls. Uruk grew so vast that no single voice could command its restless, beating heart. Abundance brought power, but power demanded order, measurement, and records that could never forget. Roads and rivers carried Uruk beyond its borders, until its influence touched distant lands. Yet above kings and merchants stood the gods, whose presence ruled every human ambition. In dreams, Uruk seemed destined for greatness, but greatness always demands a price. The river that gave Uruk life could also remind its people who truly held power. As Uruk became stronger, its walls rose higher, protecting prosperity from an uncertain world.
Before stories were written, they lived in voices, and every generation carried them forward.
Stone may crumble and voices may fade, but words can cross the darkness of centuries. But Uruk's greatest story had not yet been told, the story of a king who challenged death. Generations passed, and Uruk remembered its greatest king, a man named Gilgamesh. He ruled a city of walls and wonders, yet even the strongest king feared death. Every king can command men, but no king can command time. Uruk discovered a power greater than stone, the power to preserve a story. Empires changed, rivers shifted, and slowly, even the greatest city began to fade. At last, Uruk fell silent, its streets buried beneath the sand and forgotten by the world. Then, beneath the desert, humanity found the voices of the first great city. Uruk vanished from the earth, but its greatest creation survived, the human memory of civilization.